What's up YouTube? ATL JDM here, and today we're going to be looking at our 1993 Toyota MR2, a car that we are very fond of. We love our MR2s. We like to call them baby NSXs. They're a lot cheaper than NSXs. Not everyone has $50,000 to $80,000 to dish out on a car. But this one, I actually was in Japan at the auction when we won the car. It looks completely different now. We've done some touch-up stuff to it. I kind of want to first just do a power lap around this car because I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. This is the rare Steel Mist Gray that was offered here in the US, but was a rare color option. We kind of goofed and read the wrong Wikipedia article. Didn't think Steel Mist Gray was offered here, but a lot of MR2 owners online reassured us that yes, it was offered here. It is a rare color, but not as rare as we thought. So I usually go over all the boo-boos and cosmetic stuff, that's cosmetic imperfections. This car actually, it came in with a lot of the plastic faded out, which is pretty common for these cars. I don't know if you've ever owned a red MR2. It's pink. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over, so I'm gonna put clips of, before and after pictures. So we did have the front bumper completely repainted. The paint came out really good. And along with the bumper, we did not have the whole car painted. So a lot of the car is still the original factory paint. It was just the front bumper. Hopefully I'll have put in a before picture of that. We did both of the side mirrors. We did both of the door handles. And we also painted the spoiler and the rear bumper. And we did leave the plastic trim piece going down the center. We just left it as is because if our guy would have painted over it, he would have erased the original decal, and we weren't all about that life. Plus the two-tone doesn't look too bad. Before it was just, plastic faded everywhere and it just didn't look as good. Now it's looking really good. It does have a little door ding right here, because I live in an apartment complex with people who don't give a shit about anything. It's actually really frustrating. And yeah, quite upset about that. Right here too. Aside from that, the exterior is very clean. Got some door. We didn't paint this door, but it did have some paint fade along with the plastic trim. That's just peeling with time. That's just, aging. Very common in a lot of these cars. Oh yeah, the only other boo-boo is gonna be inside, which we're gonna go into next anyways. Let me see if I can get the Osmo. It's actually probably better to look at it on the outside. So the dash is starting to pop up. Now I've read on the MR2 owners group on Facebook, it is a very easy fix, very common to happen on these cars. It's a lot easier to replace, or not replace, but fix it when you have the glass out, because if you don't, then you have to take the entire dash off. I don't feel like taking the dash off, and the glass does not need to be removed, so I guess we're just going to sell it as is. We might try to fiddle around with it, but from what I've read online, it is a very common problem and a very easy fix. But aside from that, the rest of the inside is very clean. You got the factory mats, the factory seats, which are in really good condition. The foam is really good on the passenger side. It's a bit weak on the side bolster for the driver's side, but that's just with age, It's not that weak, but you can definitely tell someone was riding in it. The shift knob had to have been replaced because MR2s are notorious for having shredded up, ripped up boots and shift knobs from age also, but this one looks brand new. Someone just put it in, so in good condition. Like I said, original mats. Interior in this car is absolutely just really clean. I was actually really happy about this buy at the auction. I'm glad that I was there and I saw it and Rick was awake. Original, you know, head unit, ice cold AC, which is always a plus. The car has 118,326 kilometers, which is 73,524 miles. So super low miles for a Yoda. Toyota reliability, I'm a huge Toyota nut, and these cars literally will run you for forever. This one being, you know, such low miles, it's still really young, still has a lot of potential. And yeah, I thought this was a freaking awesome car to get at auction. Hard top, we don't do that T-top doo-doo. And I guess let's take a look at the engine bay and the frunk. If I could reach it from here. There we go. So as you guys know, mid-engine now. I should have gone over this in the beginning too. Every MR2 we get in is going to be a Revision 3 MR2. They are faster than stock MR2s that were offered in the US, and they, you know, with this car being so lightweight, they're so fast. Like the R33 we have, that is an absolute like delight to drive that car. But this one being so like, you know, lightweight, I honestly feel like this car keeps up with the R33, if not, you know, is a little peppier than the R33, because that car is just such a big, heavy car. So here's the frunk. I actually just, actually let me show you this sticker up here first. It has been converted to R134. I drove this car back from the port with no AC, got 2 cans of Freon, and now we're in business. It's ice cold. It was a $14 fix. The plastic trim that goes over all this is actually, I have that, it's in the shop. My guy who just got done detailing the car actually just forgot to put it on, but I do have that plastic trim that goes over all that spaghetti in the frunk. And if you've ever owned an MR2 or are friends with anyone that owns an MR2, you know that the plastic piece under the back of this prop, where you put the prop rod, always are broken. This one is no surprise, it is broken, but not a complete deal breaker. So this MR2 is, like I said, Revision 3, stock at 185 horsepower, way faster than any MR2s we got here. It is the best version of this car you can get. Bare bone stock, really. So my phone just overheated, and I'm not 100% sure where I was. I know I was showing the engine bay. I was going over how in all MR2s that plastic piece that holds the prop rod is always broken. R134 conversion, but yeah, super clean engine bay, bare bone stock. They're the fastest of this, of this generation MR2. They're just really fun. But all in all, just a really badass, clean looking car. We're happy with how it turned out. I'm sure someone is gonna be happy with it when they come to drive it home as well. But speaking of driving, I'm gonna go do some driving in this thing myself. I'll be back in just a second. Hey, so with the phone heating up and stuff, I forgot to actually turn on the car. I know I'll be driving it in a second, but purrs like a kitten. Yeah, like I said, I drove this car 4 hours back from the port and had a blast. Me and old Squilliam, he was driving the R32 GTST, which we just sold. Those don't last long down here. All right, and we're back in the MR2 SMG. Just gonna do a quick lap. As always, I've said it before, I absolutely love Toyotas and their clutches. They did it right. They feel good in my opinion, but this one shifts really easy, really smooth. The suspension's really good on this car as well. I've got the AC on also, feels great. I mean, just think, man, the amount of pep this car has. Oh my God. They're so much fun. It's hard not to have a heavy foot when you're driving this thing. But yeah, when I drove this back from the port, the AC wasn't blowing that cold, so I kind of rolled all the way back to Atlanta with the windows down, which wasn't that bad because it was a pretty nice ride. It wasn't that hot that day, believe it or not. I mean, this thing was just a lot of fun. Because when you're leaving Savannah, it's like literally no man's land. The most boring highway to drive on for almost 2 hours. So you got a good bit of time to just kind of have a little fun with the car. It's kind of weird because MR2s have that weird angle. There's not really a good place for me to put the GoPro. All my people playing cricket. In the back, it's literally right behind you. Not as noisy as the white one that we had, where it literally sounded like Medusa's head was behind you because it was just hissing. But this definitely has the potential to get to that point, you know, bare bone stock. So much fun. That's the first rule of the car game. You can't get attached to the cars. But I do enjoy every time we get an MR2 because I get to drive it around. And obviously you can't go wrong with pop-up headlights, dude. Come on. But like I said, I'm just going to do a quick lap, nothing serious. I still got a bunch of videos to do. So that is going to be it for the 1993 Toyota MR2 Steel Mist Gray Revision 3. Thanks for always tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on all of our imports. Follow our journey on Instagram, atl.jdm. You can also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/ATLJDM. If we don't have a car in our current inventory that you want, please shoot us a message, find out more about our 6-step custom import plan, where we go find your car for you as long as it abides the 25-year import law. And that's going to be it, guys. See you next time. Peace.